Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my updated planner system. So I've already done a tour of my Notion, which I reference for like long-term planning. And then of course I do use Google Calendar because it's very easy whenever I get an event to just click RSVP or whatever and just add it to my Google Calendar, which is what I reference throughout the month when I'm planning. So outside of Google Calendar and Notion, I do use two planners currently, one digital and one paper, which makes me a hybrid planner, of course, because that's who I am at my core. But I want to flip through and share with you guys some information and just share with you guys my current planning system and how I am using it. So first of all, I am using the Simple Planner as my personal planner. And this planner, you'll see, is quite simple and it doesn't entail much. I actually created this planner, and if you want to get your hands on it, just click the link in my bio. It is not in my bio, in my description box. It is 100% free. So let's just kind of flip through it and I'll share with you guys how I use it. So this planner is hyperlinked, which means that if you click on any of these down here, then it'll take you to the corresponding month. So we need to get in read-only mode. And so that'll take us to December. And I started this in December. So eventually I'll probably, when I actually get to December of 2023, I'll delete this and put in the actual, the 2023 December plans or something like that. I just, since it's undated, I went ahead and started working in it in December of 2022, which I think is when I finished it. But otherwise, the rest of the months look like such. So we're gonna go to January and I'll flip you through January. So after, this is the cover page, and if you swipe, then you get to the January calendar. We won't spend a lot of time talking about January because we're in February now, so I'm just gonna bring you to current. But this is my January mood board. This was my monthly reflection, and this is actually my vision board. So my vision board actually used to live right here, but since we're in February now and I want to see the vision board and be reminded of it, I actually just brought it down to the beginning of February. So now it lives there, and it's very easy to do if you go to thumbnails. So this is my vision board for the entire year. And like I said, I just like referencing it. I think it looks pretty cute. I did not put a lot of time and energy into it for it to look this way. So I'm actually quite proud of it. So next up we have the February calendar. And this is kind of my dumping ground for a lot of different things. So I have on here a lot of stuff. I have work stuff on here, such as IEP meetings and 504 meetings. I have like side hustle type of stuff on here. I have my uploads on here, and I just check off whenever I upload the video. Sometimes I put what the video is about or what it's supposed to be about, but I actually do my pre-planning, long-term planning in Google Calendar, so I don't have to worry about being specific about what these videos are. In fact, the video that you're watching right now, which should be this one, is supposed to drop tomorrow on the 11th. And then I just have all of my different events and just recurring monthly themes, events that are happening, birthdays, holidays, that type of stuff. I actually did a plan with me video setting up for the month of February, and I do this actually every month. So if you want to check out my February plan with me, feel free. Then I have on here a reiteration of my goals. Like I mentioned, long-term planning takes place in Notion. Because of that, I just pull specific goals from my long-term goals, which in this case is going to be my 2023 goals. Those yearly goals are my long-term goals, and I just pull them out and drop them here based on when I would like to accomplish them, or I break down my goals, of course, those larger ones into smaller ones, and I just like to be reminded of my goals. Similarly, long-term planning, like I said, takes place in Notion. So I typically just pull from Notion on any given month the to-dos that I would like to, the tasks that I would like to complete in the month, especially if there are time limits. Like as an example, these all have time frames technically because these are around birthdays, and we need to get a new key fob this month in February. We need to replace our batteries, file for taxes, so on and so forth. So I kind of just put tasks down that are unique to the month, or they're time limited, and I do go ahead and add tasks as the month goes on. Then we have my weekly overview, which if you were to get this planner, which like I said is available for free, it would not have this divided line here, this line here. That is literally just a shape, and I just added a straight line using the shape tool. I just went here and then I just did that. Well, I picked black as my color and I changed my thickness, and that's what I did. So that's how I got that black line, if you're interested. But basically here is where I plan out my week, and I do this on a weekly basis. So this is the week that we're currently in, and I put the dividing line here for my agenda because on the left I like to put work related things. Let me get out my pointer here. Work related things, and then on the right I normally put personal things. So that's why that is set up that way. I also like to do, basically if I get nothing done in a month, I mean in a week, there are two things that I would like to get accomplished, and that is publishing 2 videos and then exercising 3 times. So that is what you see there, which we can mark off this for yesterday. And let's do that. Okay. All right, what's next? Oh, over here I have all of my tasks, and I actually do like to divide them up in my brain. I don't necessarily have to write it because this is just how my brain works. So these are all personal tasks. These are work tasks. And then these are business or side hustle or really YouTube tasks. So that's how that's divided up. And I know the division because I leave a space purposefully. What else is happening? Let's see what else. Oh, I ordered acetone. So let's go ahead and mark off that. Not me planning right here with you guys. Did I do anything else? I technically did that. I just haven't heard back. And that's pretty good. I think that's what I've done so far, but we won't spend time fussing over that. But this is my task list. And if I run out of space, which I often do, I literally just erase the task. If I completed it, I'll just erase it and make room for something else. Now, the cool thing about digital planning is that, well, first of all, you can undo and redo everything, but you can just easily drag and drop and move things around as you see fit. So I'm gonna put it back how I had it. But this is my weekly overview. These are my tasks for the week, and then this is my agenda broken up into 2s. And then I have a cute little calendar down here, I think from Dash Planner. I'd be willing to bet most of the stickers and such that I have are from the Dash Planner. Okay, so that's my weekly overview. Recently, I decided I wanted to map out my ideal week. I've done that before, but I didn't have it in this particular planner, so I went to Keynote, which is where I built out my planner, and I created a weekly schedule page, and I designed it to match with a simple planner, of course, and then I just mapped out my ideal week. So this would basically be my ideal week, which is funny because I think I skipped exercising once, and I definitely do not film early in the morning like this, so this is unique. That's because I tried to film this video yesterday and it didn't work out. So I'm here Friday before work trying to film this video, but otherwise the date night situation and all of that is happening, and then I leave Saturdays and Sundays open for living my best life, doing nothing, doing whatever I want, spontaneous overnight trips, hanging out with friends, family members, loved ones, those types of things, which that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. We are going to be away. Okay, so that's my weekly schedule. Then I also recently decided I wanted to create a rituals and routines page. So I made this, which these are my daily rituals and routines. So essentially, if I were to do these things on a daily basis, I would feel like my life is in order. That's my idea of having my life in order. Let's not say that. That's my idea of having I feel accomplished if I at least do these things at the end of the day. And like this morning, I stretched and I cleaned up a little bit. I've been up for a while, you guys, but I did a number of things. So my me time, my morning time, it can include exercising, stretching, praying, meditating, mindfulness practices, a little bit of anything. But if I can tend to my personal needs and do these other things, then I feel halfway accomplished. So anyway, those are my daily routines. These are my weekly routines. Same thing. If I could do these, I feel halfway accomplished. These are my monthly routines, and then these are my yearly. Well, okay, there's nothing there, but I'm working on this. Next up, we have my daily overview. which is very similar to the weekly overview. And sometimes I plan for the day, sometimes I don't. If I don't, then I just don't. But if I do, this is the page that I use. Now this here is my mood board. So basically as the month goes on, I just add cute pictures from my camera roll. And my iPad is synced with my iPhone. So whatever pictures are on my iPhone pop up over here on my iPad. So that's why I do this. Otherwise I wouldn't be going out of my way to do this. But since the pictures are conveniently located here, why not? So you just click one and then, and then I just add it. So that's kind of how that works. So Beyonce tickets released. It's National School Counseling Week and I'm a school counselor. We got Lil Wayne tickets and then I just hit 85,000 subscribers on YouTube. And then this is my monthly reflection. So I'm not a journaler in my older years. Back when I was younger, I used to journal and keep a diary and all that stuff a lot. It was something I picked up from my friend and I thoroughly enjoyed it when I was younger, but I don't know that I've done it since I was probably like 13 or 14 or something. I thoroughly though enjoy in my older years just tracking different highs and lows for the month and favorite memories and books that I'm reading, lessons that I learned, things like that. And then I track my habits down here. This is my habit tracker. So let's track some habits from yesterday. And then I did take my medication. Okay, so we're pretty good there. All right, so anyway, let's talk about the notes. This is a notes section that is a part of the planner. And I just come in here and I write in notes if I have them. If I don't, then I don't. And then I have a blank page, which I can use to do anything with. And then we go to March, and that is my personal planner. Now, I also created a budget companion to the personal planner, which is called the budget workbook. And let's flip through it. So this is the vision board, my same vision board. My vision board does include some money related things, and I have my 2023 goals and intentions here. So it is convenient to have this vision board wherever I can see it. So my February calendar looks pretty much the same. The only difference is I have no meetings and events and stuff like that on my budget calendar. I have paydays, I have when bills are due, and then I do have Valentine's Day just because it's a holiday, quote unquote. I have birthdays on here just as a reminder that birthdays are coming up when I'm checking in with this planner. And then I have our financial goals and our financial tasks. And then we have my monthly budget. So, well, our monthly budget, but whatever. This is our monthly budget and I just come in here and write out our budget. So let's talk about this savings challenge. We save/invest $20 per week and it happens automatically and it happens every Friday, but I already marked it because it came out. It's supposed to come out on Friday, but it normally comes out from our bank account on Thursday. So I already got that one, already marked that one, but this is just a road to 1,000. And then traditionally we invest an additional $2,000 because we are on a road to early retirement. However, this year our car broke down, which was a $4,200 repair. That was last week. We just got the car back. And we've had some other expenses to come up. So we have not done any additional investing this year. But otherwise, I would have kept track of the additional investing here with the plan of getting to at least $20,000 invested in 2023. Okay, so this is my personal planner, my digital planner, and my digital personal planner and my digital budget planner. Let me show you guys my new physical planner. So this is a planner by Papier or Papier. They reached out to me, that brightness, reached out to me and asked if I wanted to receive a planner for free. So I was like, sure. And they sent me one. I battled with what I would use it for and what I could use it for, but ultimately I decided that I would use it as basically like a notebook. So this is a whole planner, but I use it as a notebook. So there's really nothing really to it, but I will share with you how this is set up. So you have December here, then January, and then you have February. And I actually, if I don't have my iPad on me or my phone, if I'm in a meeting at work, if I don't have Wi-Fi at work, if I'm in a bind and I can't access my digital devices the way that I would like, which if I didn't have this job, I would never have that issue, because at my previous job, as an example, I never was without Wi-Fi. You know, there was never anywhere that I went really where I couldn't access my phone, I don't think. But at these different schools that I go to, I cannot access Wi-Fi from my actual personal devices. I can use Wi-Fi on my laptop, of course, but that's my work laptop, and it's not the same as having my personal devices. So if I'm in a meeting and I'm not on my phone, I'm not using my iPad because I don't have Wi-Fi or something, or I don't feel like connecting to Wi-Fi, if I'm in passing with someone and I don't have my phone on me because there's no point of having it because I can't connect to Wi-Fi, then I'll just pull out my planner, which I love having because I can take this with me everywhere. I do not take my iPad with me everywhere. And this is so small, this little planner. I can take it in any purse. But basically, I just pre-plan. So everything you just saw, I kind of just write it in here. So this is like my brain if my iPad is inaccessible, or if I can't use my phone the way that I would like. So I just literally I've gone through and I've planned out a bunch of stuff. And eventually I'll cross-reference this to make sure it matches up with my Google Calendar. But that's pretty much all that I do. I just pre-plan. Now I did put my 2023 bucket list here, which is random. And then this is what these pages look like. This is February. And sometimes if I don't have my phone and I need to write down a to-do, I'll write it down here. I'll write down wish list items here, important dates, monthly goals, just a reiteration. I could stop using this. I do not need to use these pages, but I will say, because they're part of the planner, I feel like I need to use them. But I already have these written down on my digital planner, as you saw. So I don't need to reiterate them. But again, this is my brain when I don't have my digital planner on me. And then the last thing here is this is actually a weekly planner. So this is what the weeks look like. They are horizontal. And one cool thing is that because they're horizontal, I feel like it makes it a good place to take notes. So the best part of this planner, the reason why it's still around, is because if I'm in a meeting, let's say I'm in an IEP meeting at a particular school regarding a particular student, I can write down the notes from that meeting. Are my services being dismissed? Is the student being completely dismissed from the program? How many minutes am I going to serve? What changes are taking place with the student's service plan, their IEP, their 504, their BIP, whatever. So at any point, if I need to flip back in 2023 to read about any notes from a meeting or a training or anything, I can just flip to the page, to the date, and look at the notes. And I feel like this is the most organized way to keep track of notes. I don't know why I didn't use a personal planner as a notebook before now, but that's what's happening here. And then that's pretty much it. Like, there are some sheets in the back. I have some video ideas, but that's pretty much what this planner consists of. And I do keep receipts back here. So that's what I do. Mainly business receipts. I don't really keep up with personal receipts, but I do keep business receipts back here. So that is how I am using this planner system. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye guys.